Dear students, hope you are doing good. Today our learning objective is gametes. Okay, we will have a closer look at gametes. If you see a human being, we are human beings. We are made up of cells. There are organisms which are made up of just one cell, okay? We refer to those organisms as unicellular, okay? But we, human beings, we are not unicellular, okay? We are actually multicellular. We are made up of many cells. You will be amazed to know that a human being, okay, like you, is made up of around 15 trillion cells. There are around 15 trillion cells in you, okay? And these are the structural and functional units in you. Now, if you see these 15 trillion cells, do you know how many zeros are there in a trillion? There are 12 zeros in a trillion, okay? So this is a huge number. Now, if you see these cells which are present in your body, we can classify them into two types, okay? One are the somatic cells, and the second are the gametic cells, or we also call them gametes. So दो किस्म की cells हमारी body में होती है, एक somatic cells है, दूसरी gametic cells, or you can call them gametes. These somatic cells, for example, you have nerve cells. These are somatic cells. You have muscle cells. These are also somatic cells. So these are again somatic cells. As far as your gametic cells are concerned, your gametes are concerned, these are essentially reproductive cells. These are the cells which take part in reproduction, okay? If you go back in your life cycle, okay, if we people go back in our life cycle, today we are multicellular, okay? We are composed of, as I told you in the beginning, around 15 trillion cells. But if you see, if you go back in your life cycle, you were once a single cell, okay? You have began your life from a single cell, and we refer to that cell as zygote. How this single cell zygote was formed? It was essentially formed from reproductive cells which were contributed by your mom and dad, okay? One reproductive cell came from your father, your dad, and the other came from your mom, your mother, okay? And that forms the cell that is zygote, okay? And we came from this single cell zygote. So we are multicellular today, but there was a time in our life cycle when we were just a single cell, that is zygote. Now see, how are these somatic cells? Okay, the rest of the cells of your body, do remember, reproductive cells, okay, which take part in reproduction. We also refer to them as gametic cells or gametes. And rest of the cells of your body, the rest of the cells that you find in your body, whether these are nerve cells, चाहे वो muscle cells हो, चाहे red blood cells हो, white blood cells हो, okay, the cells of your skin, okay, no matter what these cells are, you call them somatic cells. Soma actually, soma refers to body, okay. So these are rest cells of your body, okay? All cells of your body except gametic cells, you call them somatic cells. Now, there is a bigger difference between somatic cells and gametic cells, which actually sets somatic cells apart from gametic cells, and we need to understand that difference. Okay, let us look at this. So somatic cell and gametic cell or reproductive cell. Suppose this is a somatic cell, okay, and within this cell there is a nucleus. Let us suppose this is a nucleus, okay. In this nucleus, if you see, the nucleus contains chromosomes. Chromosomes are actually made up of a nucleic acid. That nucleic acid is called DNA, okay. It also contains proteins. So chromosomes is actually a complex of DNA and proteins, okay. Now these chromosomes are present within the nucleus, and if you see how many chromosomes are present within the nucleus of a cell, it is actually constant for a species, okay. In human beings, as an example, if you see, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. In the nucleus of our cells, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes, okay. Now see, each pair, if you see, one chromosome, let me show chromosome like this. Suppose this is chromosome number 1, okay. One copy of this chromosome comes from your mom, okay. The other, this is another copy of the same chromosome. I'm showing it with a different color. This has come from the dad, okay. Let us suppose this has come from mom, this has come from dad. The same is true for rest of the chromosomes, and so on, okay, up till 23. So this is one pair, okay. Now what happens in case of gametic cells or reproductive cells? Suppose this is the cell, okay. Outside it is bounded by plasma membrane. This is the nucleus. Here you have a cell. It doesn't have 23 pairs of chromosomes. It has just 23 chromosomes, okay. Here the chromosomes are not in pairs. You have just one copy of each chromosome, okay. So there is just one copy. Same is the case for other chromosomes, okay. So chromosome 2, just one copy. Chromosome 3, just one copy, okay. Likewise up till 23rd, okay. So in case of gametes or reproductive cells, you have one copy of each chromosome. But in case of somatic cells or the rest of the cells of your body, you have two copies of each chromosome. One contributed by the male parent, the other contributed by your female parent, okay. The one comes from the mom, the other is contributed by the dad. But here you have only one copy, okay. Either it has come from your father or it has come from your mother, okay. So here you have only one copy of each chromosome. Now see, when there are two copies of each chromosome, such a cell is referred as diploid, okay. So you will see this cell, somatic cell, is diploid. It has two copies of each chromosome. But here if you see, you have just one copy of each chromosome. This cell is referred as haploid, okay. So this is the key difference between a somatic cell and gametic cell. In case of somatic cells, you have two copies of each chromosome. but in case of haploid cell, you have just one copy of each chromosome. Okay. Now see, if you see the total number of chromosomes, we can also calculate it. You have 23 chromosomes, okay, but 2 copies of each chromosome. So multiplied by 2, 23 into 2, 46 chromosomes. So in your somatic cells, in each somatic cell, there are 46 chromosomes, or you can say 23 pairs. But when it comes to gametic cells or reproductive cells which are haploid, you have one copy of each chromosome. You have 23 chromosomes but just one copy. So 23 multiplied by 1. So this is 23. So this is the main difference. This is what sets somatic cells apart from gametic cells. Now the question, okay, the bigger question that we need to explore is why your gametic cells need to be haploid, okay? Why there should be only one copy of each chromosome, okay, in your gametic cells, unlike your somatic cells. So let us see why you have just, okay, why our gametic cells are just haploid. I told you in the beginning that if we go back to our life cycle, okay, we have come from a single cell zygote. And this single cell zygote is actually formed, the male reproductive cell is called sperm, or you also call it spermatozoa, okay, plus the female reproductive cell, the female gamete, okay, you call it egg or ovum. Plural, plural is ova, okay, and it forms when they fuse with each other. The process is called, when they combine with each other, when sperm, okay, fuses with the egg, this is what we call fertilization. Or we also call it syngamy, okay. Syn, fusion, gamy refers to gametes, okay, fusion of gametes. And the product formed is the cell that is zygote. Now, if you see, sperm is haploid. It has just 23 chromosomes. Okay, that is one copy of each chromosome. This egg again is haploid. It again has 23 chromosomes. That is one copy of each chromosome. 23 plus 23. So zygote will be having how many chromosomes? 46 chromosomes. Okay. Now, if your gametes are haploid, okay, then it is possible that the zygote will have 46 chromosomes. Okay, that is 2 copies of each chromosome. So you will have a constant number of chromosomes. But if, suppose a hypothetical situation, if your gametes, if your reproductive cells are also diploid like your somatic cells, then you will see you have 23 pairs here. If they are diploid, 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs means 23 multiplied by 2, that is 46. So here again it will be 46, 23 pairs. So 46 plus 46, that will be 92. Okay. So the zygote will have 92 chromosomes. So the chromosome number will not remain constant, okay, in a species. Okay. Then we will have a different offspring which will be having 92 chromosomes. That is, here you have 2 copies of each chromosome. Here again 2 copies of each chromosome. So 2 plus 2, 4. So this zygote will have 4 copies of each chromosome. Okay. So that will lead to an abnormality. Okay. that will lead to disorders. So we won't let those disorders happen. Okay, we have so many disorders in which, okay, instead of 2 copies of a chromosome, you have 3 copies or just 1 copy. Okay, that leads to a number of disorders. So when we have 4 copies of each chromosome, that will lead to a disorder. So that disorder should not happen. That's why the chromosome number should remain constant. This is the reason why sperms, the male reproductive cells, that is gametes or sex cells, and the eggs, okay, or the ovum, the female reproductive cell, okay, they are both haploid. They have just 1 copy of each chromosome. So before we wrap up, just have a quick review, okay. So gametic cells are haploid. They have just 1 copy of each chromosome, while as your somatic cells, the rest of the cells of your body, you have 2 copies of each chromosome, okay, and the total number of chromosomes is 46. But in case of gametic cells, the number of chromosomes, okay, is just 23, okay. So your gametes are haploid, while as your somatic cells are diploid. Thank you.